Hello everybody, my name is Nibiru80 and welcome to another live stream. Give me a few seconds to post my streams or my stream. There's one. Let's see. Well, that is 3. Then there is 4. So, oh, and I should probably also do it on the Starbase server. Where did he have a channel? I don't use it often, but because people are interested in the game. So, today we have another stream in Starbase. I will also show how things are working where people have a lot of issues with, especially when it comes to fuel cells. People don't know how to do this, and I will show that on the other side. In place. So, building a ship can be tricky. Some people have really hard times doing so. So far I have not really issue with doing it. I've not encountered any bugs whatsoever yet. No. Let's turn that one off. Otherwise the fuel consumption on those goes hard. So I place an extra 8 on each side with fuel cells storage. But yeah, you use them. So that one is filled. For the people that don't know how to do this, it's pretty simple. Normally you go here, you press H. With H you open this menu. If you have the resources in your well, the storage unit that comes with this Starbase, you can craft them here. You can craft them only in the H menu and when you are close to one of these things. You craft them by pressing this for the amount that you want them to be crafted. Just make a few, doesn't hurt to have some extras. All these ones are empty, and the moment that I have only empty ones in my inventory, I will sell all those. For now, I let them just float around. When I fly out, they will go automatically to the storage. That being said, we have still 8 to fill up here. So when you have them in your station storage, like I have here, double click, it goes to your own personal inventory. Make sure that when you're here, you grab one and place on your hotbar. By doing so, and make sure, because right now I'm in the easy build hall, you don't have to be. And if you are in the easy build hall, make sure that you turn off easy build mode, because otherwise you cannot grab something from your inventory and just place it down to fill up storage. It's a little bit far away, but well, it is what it is. You can grab it by pressing E. Make sure that your orientation is right. Now for most people, when they grab it, they come here, they try to take it in and this happens. When this happens, you have not pressed C yet. C will do auto clipping or auto pasting more or less, and it will snap where it should be. When it is there, press E again and it is stuck in its place. So grab the next one. The others I will do a little closer to the ship, because I don't like traveling all that way. 1, 2. I press 6 because that's the hotbar key for it. I can do this, that doesn't matter. I press E again. 1, 2. I do 6 again. 1, 2. And let's grab the last 2. Press 6 again. 1, 2. You don't have to play them like that, but that's just how I do it. Go back up here. Oh. Making sure that I'm in the right place. Snap it. So pressing E, dragging. Oh. Getting it here, press E again. Another E. Come here. And now I forgot to press E. This is pretty much also how it works if you do it outside the building hall. As long as you're in the neighborhood of your station, you should be able to pull them from the station inventory into your own. I always make sure that I have 2 extra ones in my inventory just in case. In this case I don't have to do that anymore because, well, 4 plus 1 behind this. I believe I got an extra one there, 2 extra here, and then these 2 4s. The ones that are behind here I use basically for these 3. The same counts for the ones that are behind this one, and these 4 and these 4 are for those 4, and the same counts for the other side and the ones that are on this side. When I'm in space I just drop them and I kick them off in space because I don't take them with me. I never refill, so, but that's a personal choice. That can close, and I got spare ones here just in case, and I can access that in the future through these doors. So yeah, I still need to get a grinder so that I can grind this piece out and the one on this side to get rid of it. Don't need it, don't want it, it's not on the right location. I placed extra thrusters on this side as well on the other side. I do everything, I try everything to do in mirror mode, or at least I mirror it, period. Now I did find a few issues. I wanted to make it all closed off, but because of these points sticking out, I cannot fit anything on this side. Well, at least not for now. What I could do maybe, but I don't have it, I think, unlocked yet. Well, maybe I do. 4 hard points. But I would love to find one that is then also close off. So 5 hard points. Yeah, 5 hard points could work. In theory. As long as it is like this. Let's see. But I wouldn't mind to have a hard point on this location at all. That would be totally fine by me. And maybe... if I remove this thruster, I could have a hard point there. And these are just for sideways movement, and these are to get the speed out of my ship. On the bottom I still need to add a few extra, although I do have a few here and there. But I also should have some on the back, I think. I have now only one. Do I have only one? Interesting. Oh yeah, oh no, that's the front, sorry. So yeah, on the back I have only this one in the middle. In theory, I should be able to get... I have to think about it. What I want with that. Because I don't want all sticky out hard points on every side, because I added a few of those thruster points. Let me check that out. So you can do simple that. For now, in the... Hello Bigfoot, or thank you. I've become 41. Here in my country it is already Wednesday, so... For you guys it's still Tuesday, but... Lies? Lies? No, I don't lie. But yeah, 41. It's a good age. Let me think, should I do that one? I really try to... figure out what is best to do here in this case. I wish they had them where they are here, there and on this side, but well, only one thruster module on each thing, so although I could in theory... Let's see. If I do here and I do there. Well, let's do that when I remove this part. Otherwise I have to deal with that again. And then I probably end also up. Okay, let's see. There's the modules. One, two, three, four. Get this one here. This one can leave my inventory bar. One here, one there. If I do the same on the other side, one here, one there, and in theory I could do one here, one there, and then having hard points on the side. Hard points are, gotta run brother, I'll be back later, gotta make dinner. Well, good luck with making dinner, and I will see you later. The hard points are pretty much used to craft or to get mining lasers, to get all kinds of extra stuff on them. For the people that have played, what was that game? Wow. Do I really have to check my Steam now because I forgot the name of the game? Well, I have to. So let's see. I think it was last year. Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous, they work also with hard points. So for the people that have played Elite Dangerous, hard points is nothing new. For me it's still a little bit figuring out how everything works, how you snap things onto it and whatsoever. And if it can be done in the easy build hole, because so far that I have understand out of the updates, you can only fit, let's see, I need to go into the easy build mode. So this is a tip. When you press dot, that activates the easy build mode. To check that you're in your easy build mode, now you see that they're standing on, so that's already one thing. So I turned it on. All those things fly everywhere because of that. Totally fine by me, by the way. Building tool in my hand, and really ship. Are you going to do that every time now? Stay in easy build mode. 7. Come on. Oh, this is new. Server seems to have a little bit of lag issues. Oh, come on. So officially you don't even need a tool in your hand. Just not that one. 7. Let me respawn the ship for a second. Oh. Labor module. Personally, I don't really care for the towing fees, but that's my personal opinion on it. So I do 7. There we have it, and it is all the way through. Shit. That's why I hate those things so much. The pictures are not clear on if you have a section like this, because you see it like this, so you cannot see if there's a front end on it. Makes no sense. F to put it away. Well, maybe in the future I can use it for something else. So yeah, they should make that a little bit more clear. And this must be the same thing. This is a 5 point. But now the question is, where's the open part? Is it on the bottom? Is it on the back? I don't know. I cannot see it. Makes no sense. I don't have the crafting materials to build another one, so yeah. Although in theory I could do, I think at least. Wasn't there a way to scrap it? Well, I will sell it then. If I cannot use it, I will sell it. Simple as that. Now, with all the building that I did unlock research points. So it doesn't harm to get that. 1400,000. What do you need? 1000. So you need something with energy. Okay. This is 1500. Comes with all kinds of connections. I probably want to look into this one. Gives extra build options. Don't know if that are only single pieces or no. They come with fancy corners, glass pane, but I already thought I had it. Well then, whatever. Hinges and hatches, well, I have that one, clearly. I do not have this one. Maybe I do. I don't know. But 1000 energy. So I'm going to get mining a little bit, and first, before I go mine, I will go sell a little bit. Now I need to keep an eye on my propellant. And I'm really not sure why. Why that thing is keeping. But you would think or assume that if the engine is turned off, like these are turned off, they're red. But these seem to drain slowly. And if there are modules, you would expect them to automatically adapt to the setting that these guys have. Or whatever the setting is of this guy, to be honest. For now, you know what? Be gone. Be gone. Who knows? Maybe outside of here they can help a new player with at least some energy, right? I don't need them, and I can easily grab some for my inventory. No problems whatsoever. So I need to make sure that if I do that, I also do that. Otherwise, what's the point, right? 1, 2, inventory, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 41. Time flies. can remember almost every day between my 18th and, well, no, let's refresh that. Between my 12th and my 18th. And I knew that those years, they took forever to go by. And the moment that you're past that point of being 18, time flies. Complete different perception of time at the moment. So they are in. Let's pull the ones from the other side. Often you find people hanging around there or there. If you throw them the fuel cells, they will pick them up and use them for their own whatever. Personally, I would do that too if I knew how that exactly works. I've not figured that part out yet. But then again, they're so cheap to make that I really do not care. Okay, inventory, need 2 more. 6. 1, 2. Let go. So E is pretty much grabbing and letting go of items. And the more distance you keep between you and the object, the distance keeps the same, so do this, go here, oh, don't fly to item. Okay, that is filled up, that is filled up, that will fill up. There's quite some to fill up, to be honest. I got 8 extra battery boxes in the back. Did I say 8? Yeah, I did say 8. Well, turning goes already a lot smoother, so I'm happy with that. Strange how I have forward movement, even though I was clearly flying up. But I'm already happy that I got my speed back on my turning, because it was completely gone when I did the upgrades. Only thing that I'm scared of, oh, it's not even that bad. So when you're in the station, you have a despawn timer. That means that you just have to pull it back from whatever box that you're flying to. So Really? Did I have to crash my game? Wow. Yep, that crashed my game. Let's do that again. Starbase. Begone. You. Starbase. Tomorrow they will have an update, and every update that they do, they fix pretty much this kind of bugs out of the system. So I'm pretty happy with how they work on it and how much effort they put into it. I've seen other games that, well, did less to their early released games, and they really spent time on fixing issues. But keep in mind, early access, you sign up for bugs. If you want a perfect game, wait until it is 1.0. And even then, an update can break the game, so. But that's just heads up. And this first bug that I had, I've already shown everybody pretty much the most important stuff. Oh, that being said, let me show one more thing. Let's open this one. Did I store it here or did I store it? Let me see. Where did I store it? I'm searching for the wiki, so give me a second. I think it was in a different browser. That's totally fine. You just have to open it then. Nope. I'm so confused right now. Because I know for a fact that I stored it somewhere. Definitely not there. Begone. Did I store it by mistake here? No. Well, it's not hard to come by. But you would assume that wikis. Okay, well, let me do it different then. I guess it will open there, so go to Starbase, Discord. Oh, close that one, open that one. Starbase. Wiki. So here you can find most of the useful information about the game. One thing that I want to make sure and show is about the universe. These are asteroids that you come across in all of space, and the size is compared to you. On the average I find these ones, sometimes these ones. Pretty much this section is what I normally find. This one is very interesting because it shows you pretty much the Starbase map. And this is the asteroid belt. This has a wide, the width is 2200 kilometers. And you need to keep in mind your average flying speed can be, well, 100 meters a second, 150 meters a second, depending on how much thrusters you have. So it takes a while for you to travel through it, to go to open space. This moon, the 2-2, is the closest one to the asteroid field. From the edge of the asteroid field to the moon is 20,000 kilometers. If you fly with a speed of 100 meters a second, it takes you 50 hours more or less to travel that, so keep that in mind. It is not all that close, and in this here people can see you fly. If they are close enough to you, they can see you fly. It means also they can attack you. It is a PvP game, so keep in mind with that. Around stations there's a 50 kilometer or 35 miles radius of protection zone, so you can fly within that radius, and the deeper you go, the cloudier it gets, more dust particles. You clearly cannot see far, and outside the safe zone, if you hit another asteroid, well, let's hope that your ship is not done for, because that is how fast it can go. An asteroid collides with you outside the safe zone, it's over. But yeah. So, dive back into the game. Right. Server still loading. 5 minutes has passed, so I guess my ship despawned in the meantime. Oh no, I didn't. Interesting. I would have assumed it would have, but... well, timer is 6 minutes. One thing that people not often... oh, let's not do that. So, if you press Q while you're facing a surface, you will turn the right side up towards that surface. This is a saving location. So I save my character here, and if I go anywhere and I want to go fast here, I can. Just press escape, select that option, and here is the teleport location. I can imagine that if you fly to one of the other space stations that you see there, and you like that marketplace more than you like this one, that you save yourself there and you can just easy travel in between. But that's an option that everyone has to make for themselves. So this is only ores. Well, it's fine. Stay there. Nope. Stay there. Okay. Here, however, it shows a lot of stuff. Some stuff that I have no clue how I got it or what to do with it. Pretty much. I don't feel like selling it because I don't know if there are parts of my ship. These, however, I know that I got one of you. I also know that I have 4 of those. And it's sad that you can only select them by one, but they don't stack, so you cannot select them all. I wish there was an option on the side, or on that side, where you can just select which ones you want to sell, and then sell all those that you have selected. Make life a lot easier. So that can be gone. Now these are all still full, or so I assume. There's really no telling. They're all 226. So yeah, that's what I assume. Oh, I have fuels here. No. So yeah, like I said, that's what I assume. Selling here, you get sometimes decent money, sometimes not. If you really want to set your own price, best way of doing that is where I'm now flying to. And I need to have my stream back up. So if you fly around that corner, you can fly up here. And you will have the auction halls here. Pretty much whatever you need or want to be sold, you can sell here. Weapons, ammo, reloadable tools, pistol. Or if I sell pistol is what I need, but for now it will be fine. I'm going to mine in space anyways, and I'll try to unlock it instead of buying it for that price. And if you want to make some money, thrusters are worth making and selling. So are these things, and these ones, and these ones. Even though these things are easy to craft and you can do them in big quantities, they are not really worth it where it comes to money wise. Same counts for these. You can craft a shitload of them, but they're not very attractive to sell. But yeah, that's are small things that you'll figure out pretty fast. Just checking out if there's something else that I should add, but nah, for now we should be fine. Keep in mind, because I'm on a space station, I don't mind doing that. There are space stations that have well, the size of many times this. If they have a protection zone, then you would be good. If not, don't do that, because it would damage your ship. Turn that one on. And that are asteroids in the distance, so full speed. I go a lot faster than I used to go. Still don't know how fast it really is, but this is the asteroid field, the blue curve around that planet. And from the moment that we enter, there's 2200 kilometers to enter. From the bottom to the up, it is 600 kilometers. So it gives you a rough estimation on how big it is. All the origin things, I mentioned it before, are servers. I'm located on 18. I go pretty much 70 meters a second, more or less. Asteroid field is a little bit on the left there, but let's see what is straight ahead. I will try to go to the 20 km, and just to show you, because some people don't want to buy the game because they are afraid the moment they leave the safe area that they are screwed by PvP players. And I will show you when you get already in the 20 km zone how your visibility will be. And 20 km is still within the safe zone margin, so it will not be as easy for PvP players to really come at you just because they want to. I will not say it is impossible. Sure enough, if they follow you into the cloud, they probably could track you. But it is not likely that they would if they just see you being in a transport ship without faction, without company. What's the point? And within company, keep in mind, do they really want a war with the company that you're in, or are you in a company that is friends with their company? Let's go around that one. Let's keep on the steady track. So when you're traveling through maintenance and hotfix update in 5 hours. Well, that means that we're already an hour more or less into the game. Because I've seen messages before. And then they said 6 hours, so. First asteroids. If you went to that dense field that you could see from all the way from Starbase, then you can see them clearly. But as you can see, where I'm now at, that's just at 40 kilometers. You have to do pretty hard your best to want to see those asteroids and to see anything else that matter. So let's attach myself. Get my pickaxe out. Move away. Move away. Left clicking is breaking them apart and getting the pieces out. I still have plenty, so I don't think I need much more of that. Some of the other materials I might take some with me, because why not? Because of the thrusters that I have on the front end, they will help stop the ship of moving, so even though you don't see something coming out, but that's what they do. Now go alongside it, turn it around, break a piece off, break some more off. Sometimes they break easier off. This time it is not a bit of a struggle to get the pieces off. Oh, that's ice. Probably dump that out. This is a decent size for this material. Often you find them in lower quantities. I want more. access for it. Let's hope that we find one that is not icy. Would be nice. Yeah, there's another one. Turn the thing around. Let that piece break off. Break off and fly away, please. Just push him away then. The sunlight will also help you identifying some of the asteroids at some point when you get in the fields. I want more! I want more! In Minecraft I would say 1 block more. Here I say 1 asteroid. Okay, time for me to kick some of those materials out. Where is my lifeline? There. So let's open my inventory. Got that ice that I didn't want. Oh, there's my cube. Okay, let's find a different kind of asteroid. A lot of smaller ones are now visible. Depending on the light, at some point you will be able to identify which are which. That was I got one. Can have multiple content varieties in it. I think this is the brown ones. Okay, so I used flying backwards to speed up the slowing down process. So if I now look around, this one's brown, there's an icy one, that one in the background will be with the red crystals. So yeah, colors will tell you something. Now the brown stuff itself is also a resource. You don't need shitloads of it, but you do need some of it. So it doesn't hurt to take some back with you. Take this little bit extra. Just look, keep an eye out on how much I collect this stuff. Almost full. There. You can stay here. Okay, so I already established that that was an ice one. I'll show you what I meant with the red ones, or the red crystal ones. The red crystal ones. This stuff is 5,000 per stack worth, more or less. So it might be interesting to collect it. The green ones will be for energy. So if you find green crystals, take them always with you. So the brown is the bestium, that's the most needed resource. This, the Vocarium, is also mainly used with the bestium in most recipes. The Falkite, so now and then, and this I believe the Ayatite is also so now and then. Charodium, you want to collect always. One more hit, I think then, no? One more. The extras can stay here. So I see a line, but where goes the line? Oh, there. I always forget how I am orientated compared to my ship. So like I said before, and it's really something that people need to keep in mind about, asteroids in the safe zone will not harm you. But keep in mind, that's only in the safe zone. More red crystals. I always try to grab them, so... Separate. Most of the time I try to keep an asteroid behind like that so that people can see, hey, someone was there and someone mined it already. Of course I can understand if you're in a PvP zone and you want people to come to asteroids and, well, ambush them, but you might just mine them out as careful as possible so that people have no clue. And when they're mining, you take out a ship. Could be a tactic. I've always wondered, how far can this line go? Break free! Hello Trev, welcome. Hello Raiders, welcome. And how is your stream going? I watched most of it, but at some point I had to start my stream. Hello Raven, welcome. Nice to see you here. So let me... yeah. Okay. First of all... Trev and Dave. And secondly... my spine and joints are killing me after collecting those 600 bricks. I need to rest, I think. I cannot blame you there. I probably would feel the same. Yeah, no worries. Anyone that comes in my stream, I try always to do the shout out. Somehow the integration with my Stream Deck has broke. Otherwise I would use my Stream Deck. But, 300 pounds a word. Probably. I didn't even know that they would ask so much money for that. But then again, it's heavy labor, so Okay, I think I got it all. Okay, back to the ship. So good night, Trev, and we meet again. Probably tomorrow in your stream. Okay, let's see. This is clearly one of the more open fields where you have clearly sight of all the asteroids around you. It's easier picking, but you also find more players. So keep that in mind when you're more into PvP zones. Hello Demonic, welcome, welcome. This is Starbase, for those wondering. Starbase is a new release space game where you, well, did I slow down enough? Yeah, I think I did. Where you can build your ships out of modular sections or piece by piece. That's pretty much up to whoever builds a ship. I decided to do it with modular pieces, but then again, I'm new to the game. Probably in a half year I will do it piece by piece, but for now this works. Still have to finish it, but well, in time. Let me go to that asteroid because that's a big one, or it seems to be reasonably big, and has red ores in it. Thank you. The real birthday will be tomorrow, in the day of course, but it's already Wednesday in my country, so I always do it like from 12 o'clock when I stream, and if I start streaming tomorrow at 12 o'clock, then well, my birthday is already over. So let's see. You guys have pretty much the 6 first hours of my birthday. Let me get one more. Thank you, Trev. Thank you. Good night. One piece be gone. 2 piece. Take off. Take off. Open for me. Open that one. Open. Really? Come those. Bye. Okay. This gives me a little bit more wiggly room. One more asteroid. One more. And thank you, Raven. Tomorrow I will go with my mom to have some dinner outside the door. And yeah. That's pretty much my whole birthday. I stream 6 hours of it and having my mom pick me up. And who knows, maybe I will grab some extra streaming time tomorrow in the early evening, but I probably will, because I love this game, and this game is probably on the menu for streaming for the next, well, I don't want to say few months, but I have a feeling it will probably be a few months. In October, Age of Empires 4 releases. In October, Far Cry 6 will release, and both of those games I already pre-ordered. So that's just a question of waiting. And please slow down. Don't want to get hit by my own spaceship. Really? Small pieces. Break free in a bigger piece. Come on. Okay, that's a big piece. There are multiple big pieces. More rats. The rats are mostly for me just to sell, because they are big bucks. But that's the reasoning behind it. It's a lot of grinding, if you think about it. But then again, for those that have played Elite Dangerous, if you want to fly to the other side of the galaxy, it's also very grindy. And it's no different in this game. 20,000 kilometers sounds close. And, well, it's not the other side of the universe, of course, but if you think about it, when you fly only 100 meters a second, that it takes you 50 hours to get to that moon. You need to go away from my ship. Break you free, break you free, break you free. Go. Go. Go away. Here you can do it easily without any heavy consequences. If we are like 60 km away from the space station, I would not advise doing that, because it would damage your ship. Like that, it would rip a ship apart. Let's see, what are you? You're an ice ball? No, I don't care for ice balls. Got enough of those resources, but that is a red one. And red ones I do care for. Well, that is only in the beginning. At some point you have mining lasers, you have collectors for ore collectors. But in the beginning, yes, you have to go out of your ship and just do it by hand. Keep in mind, I'm a robot, so I don't need oxygen. And therefore my cabin is open. But yeah, that's clear what you can see on my hand as well, of course. All robot stuff. This is more of that, but what's it called? Bastium. Everything that you hammer goes to your inventory. What you just break free and then cut loose, that goes wherever. Go. Please go the other way. Shoot that piece away. Come on. Bye. Very free. I need to turn on my light. Yep, that's everything that I need. And like I said before, the ship is modular built. If you really like space games like Space Engineer, you probably want to at some point design your own ships and do it piece by piece, and you can. If you think about it, this is a repair gun, this is a piping, or this is the cutter. It can clear cut off pieces of a ship. Well, I don't have ammo in it for now, but if I would drag it from here to there, there will be a cut, and that follows wherever you go with your mouse. So if you want to make an S cut, you make an S cut. It's voxel based, but every pixel can be cutted separate and it counts as such. All those bolts, you can take them out. You can place more in them if you want to. You can even take this thruster apart if you want to. Just remove all the bolts from it and you can pull it in pieces out of every little thing inside out of it. These things, for instance, I placed for myself, so I had to bolt them to the plating and to them to each other, so that they were stuck in place. But I do want to remove this part. I could, in theory. Let's see. This is a piping tool. Well, it shows directly all the points for connection, but I don't need it right now. What I could do, just to give you a small example, bolt tool, switch with that thing. So I removed pieces, I grabbed now the plate and biplate. Oh, there I was adding some extra things. Go away. But yeah, that's also an option. If you do the other button, you hammer a lot of more nails into it. That gives you extra support. There you go. And it's totally okay for me to do this, because in the end this thing will be gone anyways. Oh, you know what? Maybe. No, they're not the same connection points. Or at least I don't think they are. Let's see. Can I bolt you to it? Interesting. Apparently I can. This piece I don't need. Be gone. And these pieces, because I already bolted them loose, they will fall apart the moment that I fly away. And that's fine. In the end, the beams have been welded, so I need really to get my cutter machine and do that. I don't have one on me. So pretty much everything is now loose. And I hope only the things that I need to do with the cutter will stay. Will be a little bit of a rumbling sound when I leave, but all good. Yeah, you see now a lot of parts there flying. So let me check how much did leave the ship. Yeah, pretty much all the plating. And all these small bits and pieces that I wanted to go anyways. Loose, 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 and of course that one. So that will be the last parts. And when I get back to the garage, I will pretty much remove those. Let's travel a little bit. Yeah, I'm really impressed with what this game has to offer, and as far as they already done things, you can see clearly how much bolts are in the ship. Well, you can remove them all, so and you can bolt new things on it whenever you need to, or same thing with if I remove this one from my inventory. Like ship has still forward movement, but let me see. If I go, come on, go. G. I have my craft plating on. Like these cells eventually run out of power. I can grab it, pull it out, pick a new one, put it back in. These are the batteries. If there's something wrong with them, they will notify you. These are the thrusters. For some reason they apparently don't need any connections, even though you can connect them with the piping tool. And then they need this stuff, the propellant from these tanks, but they do consume it, so well, I think I call it magical connection. It's a magic place. The blue lines is electric power. That's a control unit. Behind it are batteries. This is my complete storage facility. Whatever I mine goes into there. The yellow line that you see is connected to a control point. This control point is connected to the inventories. And yeah, it gives you a lot of depth, it gives you a lot to do. If people shoot at you, they will shoot holes in wherever they shoot. There will be a hole. It will not be 2 inches to the left because of connection point, or 2 inches to the right because of connection point. Where they shoot, and that is where the hole will be. So if you need to go start repair, you really need to focus. Oh, here's a hole. No, you will repair the outside. Then you have to go inside, and you have to, well, pretty much take whatever part of the ship apart that you need to take apart, just to get to all the things for repair. If you do it with a team, one pulls the pins, one pulls the plate, the next one goes in, repairs whatever is underneath. So yeah, the game goes into really depth and detail. But that is also what the game makes it sort of more funny, because you have to work hard to maintain your ship. Now they do have blueprints, they do have ways of you preserving the ship. In a sense, you still need to mine the resources to get your ship back again, but at least you don't completely lose it. Last time I was on a Discord and someone said, well, I don't like to perma-lose my ships. I said, well, perma-lose means that if you don't have a blueprint, then it is lost forever. But as long as you have a blueprint, in my opinion, it is not lost. You just need to get the resources to rebuild it. Well, I think everybody has a different opinion about that topic, but that is what for me is perma-loss. If I have a spaceship and space engineers and I don't have a blueprint for it, and I land too hard, it is gone. There's a hole in the ground and my ship is just disintegrated on the ground. There is no way of recovering that. And that, in my opinion, is perma-loss. This has more like Empyrean, where you have blueprint, where you just simply, and space engineers for that matter, where you can repair things according to. As long as resources are hard to find, it could be a problem. Sure, some resources are hard to find. I agree. But then again, there is an auction hall. People are selling stuff. There's always stuff to get from the auction hall. And maybe you need a shitload of money, don't get me wrong, I believe that. But the number one resource that I mined so far is this red stuff. This red stuff gives you 5,000 per stack. So it is worth just to go to the easy zone, collect as many of this stuff as you can, sell it. And if you see how much inventory I have, I can make easily 100,000 by just selling these things. So it doesn't have to be that big of a problem. But the deeper you go into the asteroid fields, the more sparse certain materials will be. The more abundant and common found materials other materials will be. Although the asteroid belt is 2200 kilometers wide, so some resources you only find in the outer layers, and even then you have to search really hard for them. I can imagine that if your ship is built out of that material, sure, it's expensive as no other. But that are choices you or anyone else has to make in the game. Do you want a ship that is made out of those rare materials? Or do you want a ship that is more commonly available and easier to get the resources for? And in the end, it is a PvP game with factions, with companies. So there are possibilities within companies to trade materials. Is that it? I hope it wasn't. Just leave it behind so that people will know, hey, that thing is mined out. Because it's a waste of your time to get out of your ship just to see that the thing is empty. So it's clearly broken apart. Let's go there. Know what? No. I will put the Starbase somewhere there. And heading out. Going to the 20 km mark, more or less. Find certain other resources. Going now also into the more dense regions of the asteroid belt. Visibility here is pretty much zero at some points. And people that are afraid for PvP, well, if your visibility is zero, you cannot see anything, but neither can the other. Someone is mining there. $19 km. 20. Let's go a little bit further. But for testing purposes, let us check these two out. They might have what we need. So. Let's see. This is just I'm so bad in the namings, but I know it's the one with the B. Barium, bacterium, so many options. Just to show you, Raven, I got the same problem. I don't know, tonight is not one of my best days on words. Break free. Begun. Go away. Break free. Hoping for some energy power. For that I need green ores. I think that will do. I wonder. At this distance of the base, I would have expected to find at least some. Who knows, maybe it is in one of those ice ones. Well, I almost never go out on dinner. Oof. Oh no. That was not even so special. Go over then. So for me, going out for dinner is always special. But I think it will be in bistro or something like that. And now this is just because I have my birthday. Well, my mom lives like 45 kilometers away, 30 miles. It's not as if I see my mother that often. Ah, there we have a green one. Finally. Yeah, ice has no problem breaking free. Ever. This material I need to make power cells. It's also pretty decent in value, but I need the power cells more than I care for the money from these things. Is that it? No, one more piece. Every little piece will come along. And now we know it is in ice crystals. Let's see. Find some more, I guess. What is you? Some I see. Break free. Break free. Oh, that is a resource I already have a little bit of, so yeah, I don't care. And someone else will think, hey, the thing is broken up, I have to fly by. That is red. Let's keep continuing flying, I guess. Someone's collecting there. How much inventory space do we still have? Oh, not that much anymore. Well, let me then just grab and collect what I can. Let's do here in the middle parking. Fly to this one. Hope it's green. Otherwise collect the red stuff. Yeah, that stuff I don't need. That stuff I definitely not need. Now what is you? Green? Please green? No green? And give me some of the barium. Oh, barium. That was nice. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I have to say, it's at least nice of them that they do mention that they're going down in so many hours. Because earlier this week they didn't had any announcements for that. It was pretty frustrating to get kicked out of the game in the middle of nowhere just to find out that you're not able to get back into the game because of maintenance. So, let me turn around. Let me line up this control panel. This you can do with C. It gives you a little bit of an idea where to aim and with your mouse. Cruise control on. Boost up. And again, I am within a safe bubble around that station. That safe bubble is, I believe, 50 km. I don't have to worry with going in cruise control and hitting by mistake an asteroid. It will not rip my ship apart. If you're outside the 50 km bubble, be careful. Be careful. Because any and all asteroids will rip through your ship as if it is paper mache. Just a fair warning and heads up. Let's see, are we going over? Yep, we're going over. Do I have enough fuel? Yes, I do have enough fuel. To set things, you can always change like all these little gauges and stuff if you want to. If you press V, you have here bind sets, and you can mess around with that to your liking. But I have no desire to change any of those, so I get the feeling as if there was another ship somewhere. But then again, I'm in a safe bubble, so I don't have to fear any PvP in this region anyways. Getting a lot cloudier. If there would now be ships mining an asteroid like a little bit further away, you would not even see it. I wonder what that is. I do understand that if they see your backside of your ship, they probably can see you from a greater distance. But then again, if you have the feeling that someone is behind you, turn off your engines, turn around, they will not see you. Especially in those clouded areas. reaching the edge, I believe around 5 km for all the clouds will be gone. You will be back in open space. So for those that dropped in on a later state, if you want to find out how to change energy cells, it will be at the beginning of the stream. I know that it's now not available, but when it becomes full it will be. And also the building part, how to build, I showed a little bit on stream because I added extra thrusters to it. And it's quite easy. It isn't hard at all. Some people have non-stop issues with it, and I never had a real big issue with it at all. But I learned space games pretty quick. If they tell me to press a button and the button works exactly the opposite way, then I can figure that out pretty quick. We're getting there. Starts to get brighter and brighter. Sun must be somewhere there now. Keep in mind all these buttons and things that you see here, they do serve a purpose. So if you're more like the man that wants to grab something and do like this, you will now see that the engines for going backwards are turned on. Interesting, I wonder if that is in superstructure. Superstructures can be bases like this, but then 100 km long, 100 km wide. You can have building plots on them, you can build your own stations on those building plots, of having just landing zones for your ships, stuff like that. And often it are like factions that own those big star bases. So if you're an empire or a kingdom, or then you probably own one of those star bases. They have a huge area that they protect. No, you play against players. Maybe in the future they might add PvE or whatever, but as far as I know it's mostly PvP. But there are so large sections of, well, protection that if you fly an hour the opposite way, you still will be in the bubble. It takes me 10 minutes to get from where I was mining to here. I believe that moon, or I think it is that moon. Or maybe that moon. Well, the closest moon is 20,000 km away. It takes you 55 hours to fly to it. So fast, so big is the space already. Did I already enter the channel? No, not yet. Now I entered the channel. So entering a channel means pretty much turn off the cruise control. It also means that your storage of the station is available. For now it is still double click, get everything over to the other side. I hope at some point they will add or shift click or pretty much just drop everything which you have in your ship's inventory there. Would be handy. As far as I know, there is no limit to what your storage on this end is. And a sorting button would also be nice. You can put everything together to easily oversee what you have. Because it is now all one sort of mumbo jumbo. Okay, so I do have enough of that. Maybe next time I take a little bit more of this stuff with me. Didn't really added a lot of that today. But there are way more materials than just the materials that you see here for now. But the materials that I brought now with me is enough to craft a lot of these extra. And I need that because, let's see, this would only fill up my front end for not even. So let's go to the area where I can craft. Let's fly close to that building and then pretty much all those things are people's ships. And there's no lag on the server. Is it faster? I don't know. I think 55 hours travel time to the moon, that was not in game time. I think they meant real time with that. You need to keep in mind you fly 100 meters a second. So if you have to travel 20,000 km, you can do the math. Probably will hit the ground because of my angle of approach and not having enough thrusters on the bottom. So. Should be able to at least trust myself a little bit down. This is also the place where you handle building and doing whatever you need to do on your ship. Oh, let me disconnect. So if I want to add more stuff to it, now I can. Oh, it got reset so that you now can go really into building mode. So yeah, the crafting table. Open the menu that I need for the crafting table. I can make 127 of these. Well, I do need, let's say 32. Gives me at least some extra energy power. That's not a lot. That's building power. That's 6. Let's see. That doesn't give at all energy power. Let's see. Power. 228. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Let's build 2. Okay. Apparently not. What do I miss? Nerd guide. How can I miss nerd guide? I brought a shitload with me. Huh. Interesting. So you're telling me... Oh, yep. Oh yeah, with the crafting of these. Yeah, okay. Wait. Let's do this. But I really need that. Need the points. And these are all energy. Well, they don't give energy. That's 3. Only 3. That's 6. Oh, I still need some. 12. What is this? 48. 34. Let's build one more of those, even though I'm going to sell these two. And I probably should make some of those then. Pretty much what you see here, that block that says 115. The energy token says 48 and the gear wheel says 193. That are research points. If you craft it, you gain those numbers as in research points. Good night, Raven, and we meet again. Those research points you need later on. When you press on the tab, you will have here research. Click on it, and these are your research points. Well, I do have fair amount of block points and a fair amount of cogwheel, but I do need my research here. so that I can get to the next thing that I want to have, and that will be the cockpit modules. At some point I want them closed off cockpit instead of an open cockpit. But I need the 1000 points energy that I don't have. Material point scanner, well, that would be handy, because that will tell me exactly what is in an asteroid. So yeah, that's something that I really need. This will be the collectors, and I think this is the collector, and this is probably the miner. Yep. So this will be the point where mining starts to become more automated. Good night, Raven. Good night. Yeah, and YOLO, that is something else. There needs to be coding involved. You need to know how to write the code, or to get the code from somewhere. What is this? Tripod autocannon. Huh, interesting. This will be the first weapons for the spaceship. But my focus will be around this first and foremost. And if I find out about the YOLO code, I can have a program that... Hello Jack, thank you. If I find the right code here, I can make it so that the mining laser has a scanning grid that goes over left and right, up and down, taking apart asteroids, and then this one will collect in the same pattern. But yeah, at some point I will have that, but at the beginning I can live with having just the laser and the collector and the identifier. What is you? What is you? Crafting bench cables upgrade. Interesting. Not sure. 925 so far. Missiles. Plasma cannons. Torpedoes. Interesting. Railgun. Well, I think those things take ships apart instead of just disabling. Hello Lisa. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. So I got 43 and energy cells as of now. Let's see, how far is my energy? Yeah, I can live with that. I do see that those three are empty, but really? Those are always depleted first, but I'm not really worried. What I should do, however, is turn that one off. Maybe I should have one of those disconnect, reconnect. Still says it at a 0. Well, I know it isn't, but I really don't know yet how to connect them all to the grid the right way, so that all the numbers are telling the right story. I just don't know. At some point I will figure that out, but for now I'm not really worried. Because everything is connected to the ship and everything is working, so while I'm crafting that all, let's see, where is that thing? There's my sell point. Thank you, King JJ. Thank you, thank you. Align my ship with station landing platform. Gliding in. Oh, this is sideways. Okay. Now I go to the station. Let's see, still crafting? Yeah, still 5 to go. They take a hot minute. Look at the station, align myself. G. Storage. Scroll down, scroll down. Oh. There we go. 9,000 for a battery pack. So almost 5,000 for another battery pack. So 1, 2. The rest will come when it's finished, but for now I can live with that. How much money do I have? 43,000. Let me get some material out of my storage. 5,400. And a few more. The rest I will keep as building materials, but Bastian. Interesting. I didn't know that I had it as ingots and materials. Let's fly again, because flying is faster here. Around the corner of main hall. And then go up and over. Now we have the auction hall, equipment, reloadable tools, vessel, buy. That is at least one. Well, I will do that in a moment. Ammo. Or is it also here? No. Ammo. Well, power packs have become a lot cheaper. That's a good thing because they were freaking expensive. To the point that I said, you know what, forget it. I don't want to have one from there. Flying back, unless still two. Okay. That also means that there are still a few to sell. Probably on the bottom. Well, not all the way, but at least. Oh, sell. Where's the other one? Okay. Fine by me. Now I know it is not meant to be, but where is that thing? Here is that thing. You go there. You go there. There. Something like that. There's the nail gun. This thing does need one. That one apparently doesn't need one. You can go out. 6. That I did know. I would have assumed it already would be gone. Well, that might be a problem if it doesn't come loose. Maybe I don't want it to become loose outside the workplace. That's impossible. Normally it should just break in pieces and be done with it. Because I've chopped a lot of ships apart. Good night, Demonic. And thank you for being around. Always nice to have you. Let's see. Age. Still one more. what is it, 30 seconds or something? No, that's probably 2 or 3 minutes. Well, we will have a way. Oh, let me see. I could in theory. Where's the thing? 6? Oh. Cockpit unlocked. 1500 for that. Oh, I can live with that. Cockpit is handy because it gives extra things to top cockpit. It is exposed. This is where I did it for, the closed one. The Agachium is also material that I have not seen yet, so probably have to fly deeper into the space. At some point we will get there, but okay. So that is done with the crossing. Okay. For those wondering, can you just fly there? Well, a ship just despawned, so you will see. Yes, you can. A lot of ships despawned a moment ago. When you fly from a place like this to a place like that, you will be a little bit, well, not in line with the buildings on this side, depending on how you come and fly into it. If you look, the moment that I fly into that base, I will look at the ground, press Q, and that will align myself accordingly. Just like that. These are all pieces that other people left behind, or they didn't make their ship properly and the pieces broke loose, or always when you place things on your ship, check before you leave. Because if you see that it's a little bit offset or a little bit not, well, like these places, they are all equal placed next to each other, there are no bumps in it or whatsoever. If you see a bump or you see something sticking out, it is not placed correctly, and it probably will break off when you leave. So let's try this again, shall we? Really? are not connecting parts, but that one is. That one is. And that one is. And it's still not coming off. Yeah. I'm a little bit confused right now. Because it should be coming off. Really? Okay. Let's see, inventory. As a welding tool can I unweld, but a welding tool I already have. Okay. What is you? As a cutting tool, okay. Just do it like this. 6 different tool. Oh, I need to reload it. This thing cuts through everything, which you will see in a second, because I will show it off. Okay, we got a welding tool. Is there unwelding? I hope. Oh, well, that was easy. Just like that. And just like that, I weld it all together. I'm a little bit surprised that it doesn't let me weld new parts together. But okay, fine with me. Parts that I wanted removed are removed. Well, is that something? Let me see if I can get one of those blocks or pieces that you see here. Let me get it into the base, or into where I'm currently doing stuff. Give you an example of, really? That's annoying. Let's say get. Is it that one? No, it's 6. So 6. That doesn't do the same thing here as that it normally does. Normally does outside. Is that different? Interesting. Interesting. I assume I don't have to bring my ship into that work area. That would be crazy. But who knows? Maybe I need to do that. Damn snapping. Well, it can snap whatever it wants unless you click. So, what that guy is talking about, let me see, is there an example that I can give? Workbench. What do I need? Forward thrusters is fine. Downwards was fine, but upwards I missed. Yeah, upwards I missed. Okay, let's see. Okay, there and upwards and there and upwards. That should help. H. Thrusters. 1, 2, upwards. That will help. What are the doors? Windows. I should also get connections for those. Let's see. Arrow points. You see it like that. A singular piece. Arrow points. Let's do that one. Let's hope that the opening's on the right side. Really hope it is on the right side. Hello Jeffel, thank you. And welcome to Starbase. Let me place it on the hotbar. Let's see if I can get it to connect. It's on 7. And there it connects. Yay! Well, that makes me happy. I need to do the same thing on this side. Whenever it is ready. And there it is. So the hard point on the side of this thing, allow me to place collectors, lasers, stuff like that, weapon systems, everything that I need to get things going. Let's see. So 1, 2, and then like that. Okay. I should make 2 more because I need 1 on this side and 1 on this side. Do I really need it? No, but I want it just for good measurement. Might even remove this one and place it on top of that one. That could be an idea. And same thing can be done with this one, top of that one, to have more downward thrusters. Yeah, that could work. But for now, first let's make two. Let's see, is two enough? Yeah, that could be corners. Okay. Set wide corners. Corner, corner. Six a little bit out, but yeah, that's fine. So let's see. Would not even be ugly if I would use corners like this. Let's see. Would be this one and this one then, I guess. Yeah, I think it would. One, two, and maybe 1, 2 extra. This would be that one and that one. Okay, so if I say 8. The question is, would this align good enough? Nope, it wouldn't. But if I do this on that corner, it would actually. Just like that. Okay, 9. Yeah, okay. Something like that. It also means that I don't want this one and this one. And I need different ones for those. So let's see. Cannot clearly see if this is the right one. I'm going to see because there's only way to find out. Okay, 7. Just like that. Eight. Yeah, this has one curved and one straight. And then 9, that would be the other one. Somewhat curved, but I don't think that is really a bad thing. As long as I keep the curve going to a certain degree and then go back into a straight. But yeah, start to get more and more shapes. So how is it going? Well, I'm doing alright. My holiday season has started, so for me there's now 4 weeks of holiday. My birthday, well, this my birthday stream and my birthday is tomorrow, or for you guys tomorrow, but for me later today. Going to have some fun with my family. And, that will be the majority of it. And probably in the evening I will be back streaming again. I can use these ones probably for weaponry. That would be great to do. This will be the mining and the collectors. Same for this side, mining and collectors. And then the sides for weaponry or more thrusters, either way. Let's hear that. So many options. I still have not everything unlocked, but at least, oh, let me see. How is my research? 1500, that means that I can do that one. And I have all those stuffs unlocked. That also means that if I go to H, there will be more options. Probably more into here. This I just unlocked. So many options. Don't have those yet. Devices, handles, chair stand, chair but fits in. Control table, crosshair. We have weapons I don't have yet, so. Really have to figure out yet how all these things exactly work, and how to connect things to it. That's a big process. Hard points, these things and these things. Don't have those yet. Thruster electricity converter tier 1. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so normally if you have a thruster, like here, a box tier thruster, one of those things need to be fitted inside of it. And I guess, because normally this is the front end that goes on it, I guess this can be here on the back. Crystal propellant converter. Right. All kinds of stuff that I don't have yet. Plates in so many angles, and so you can pretty much make whatever you want. Rails we don't have yet. Windows, well, we got some options, but it's not everything yet. Have that all come together. Ship weapons, I don't have them yet. Station modules, well, for now we don't have them, but you can build stations. Or factories, or furniture, but we don't have all of that. Basic crafting bench. Theory, could make some platings here on the front and place that bench down and just have a crafting station on board. But for now I don't know yet if I need more energy or that I need more propellant, or so I keep those spots open for now to be filled in later on. Yeah, the game is very extensive. A lot of options, a lot of things you can do. In one of the first streams I showed a few of the locations like that where it says ships. They sell all kinds of ships and things, and you will see ships that are completely closed off with I don't know how many options and code writing and whatever. For now this is just something that works for me, and who knows. Maybe at some point I will say, you know what, I take all curved on the backside and remove these thrusters that I now currently have and probably replace them all with triangular. That is an option that we could do. That being said, there are ports here on the side. How this is connected to that is pretty much this connection. So I can place one of those connectors on, for instance, where these are on one of those, and have them on the side of the ship instead of on the back. But yeah, who knows. For now I'm almost on the 3-hour mark, so I'm going to call it. That means that I'm going to see who is online right now. Let's see, who do we have around? I see in Death Stranding, I see in Wreckfest, I see in Rimworld. Yeah, we could do a Pilot Dave. We can. So let me do that. Pilot Dave is a great guy. He's often in the stream of Trev and Dave. We had a lot of fun when Dave or Trev was playing Rimworld and stuff like that. Check my earlier streams on the game and make a judgment for yourself if it is something that you really like, or if you postpone it until it is a little bit more out and they have more updates to it. But that's something, yeah, you really have to choose for yourself. I have been following this game for 2 years and I was just waiting on the release. So for me it's a little bit different. I really wanted the game, and I will see where it will go. But I'm already happy with whatever I see so far in the game. So, in my opinion, it can only become better. And yeah, pretty much that. So, let me see. Oh, really? Pilot Dave. I don't have him in the quick selection. For anyone that joins with me, I want to thank everybody that came to my stream and said happy birthday. I want to make sure that that is out there. I also want to thank Trev and Dave for the raid. It was very nice of him to drop in. And for everybody that was part of my birthday stream. Later on today I will do another stream, but it will be after dinner with my family. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and let's raid Pilot Dave.